from BS Plus Competition. Hey, who are right here. They could set themselves up with a match against Fine Aim by absolutely dominating them here.
No way, it's possible.
It's not banned.
Believers. Gyroscope is in the pool
for this day. Oh, they've not picked
fourth.
it in the...
I don't think it's going to be first to fourth. First to fourth, dear. Believers are molding right now.
Oh no! I've lost all my
not
points.
First to fourth. Okay, well we've still got 5th to 6th to go. Will it happen? 5th to 6th, believers. Here we go.
Can I get a 5th to 6? Can I get a 5th to 6? Do I hear 5, 6?
Going once. Going twice.
Going twice.
And
they need to pick. They have 44 seconds left.
Pick,
I mean, they could make this a very long wait for us here.
The intensity is killing me, man. Oh,
I can't do it.
Come on.
Hold.
6th.
5th. 6th.
Guys, please.
Go on.
You can't be thinking this hard about this. You've had.
You gotta pick Gyroscope.
You've had 2 weeks to think about your picks. Oh! And it's not even random either! It's not even random! Freestyle wins the random pick! Oh, so many channel points have been lost today. So many by the misleading voices of Nua and Creedy. There was no point whatsoever. So many channel points lost, so many channel points gained. We have just seen the absolute leveling of the playing field of channel points here on the Trackmania channel. So many people angry, so many people happy. This is amazing. Oh man, I'm not going to get into politics right now, but there is a certain ideology that would love this.
It's been thrown into the void. The least picked option in the channel poll comes up with the win. Absolutely huge, and honestly, just heartbreaking in so many ways.
No, I'm all for the chaos. This is perfect. Wow.
I mean, yeah, but
I
had
no
points on 1 to 4
for gamblers.
We're going for a little fly around, and we're coming back, and well, you guys got a little bit of sneak behind how we set up the camera angles there beforehand.
No. The magic has been destroyed.
Yeah, now we're sitting here looking at this car.
Goomba's molding.
Oh, look at the car, it's so pretty.
Look at the car, it's
pretty.
And
look at the stadium, it's so pretty.
Look at the pretty bicolors, look at them. They're amazing.
The magic, it's all gone. Oh.
World tour. Slow down. Oh, the graphics are so good. I love this. Man, look, it's the home stretch of the season, guys. Again, we're losing our minds out here. It's fun.
I was gonna say, we could have all pretended together for Dutchy's sake that Gyroscope had been chosen, and they could have lived in ignorant bliss.
Is Gyroscope right now.
I love Gyroscope.
Gyroscope is my favorite map. It's my favorite map. And let's be honest here, no matter what happens, it's probably going to be a Challenger League record for Gyroscope because they're going to get a 56. So it's going to be the Gyroscope record. It's going to be a world record on Gyroscope. In fact, seeing as the world record is 101.8 right now on Gyroscope, somehow ORKS GP Numelops are completely out of this round. BS Plus Competition goes through to an ace, and it's a world record for Gyroscope. It's a world record. They beat the current world record by 5 seconds.
Oh, absolutely huge performance. It makes sense. Snow does it on Gyroscope. It just makes sense.
Oh my lord. That is the biggest gap in world record we have seen ever. Gyroscope goes down from 101.87 to a 56. That is insane. Insane scene. Okay, we can stop pretending it's Gyroscope now. We've done the bit. We've done the bit. Let's not make chat think that we have actually had an episode at this point.
I'm not sure I haven't.
Yeah, I'm not sure I haven't. Yeah, exactly. I definitely need a check-in with a doctor at this point. But Snow, as in usual fashion, going from a world record to crashing. So there you go. So that confirms it. It is a world record because he crashed the round afterwards.
What's actually happened there.
The voices in my head are getting louder.
Admins reviewed how quick he was, realised that Snow had cut a world record track.
Oh no.
And he got banned, and the ban took the form of them taking control of his car, driving him into a wall. So, it just makes sense to me. A 56.7 wins the round for Panda this time around. That'd be a really good time for Snowdown, or for Slowdown, if we weren't on Gyroscope right now.
Yeah, it would indeed. Oh man, ORKS GP Numelops managed to get a round win and bring back a couple of points. Oh, it's so difficult to take this series seriously. I'm trying so hard.
I mean, it's going to be relevant what the scoreline ends up being for the playoffs.
It is going to be relevant.
It really
but we won't know until we get a couple
until
of
we're
rounds
a little
over.
bit
That's
deeper in. Exactly. Yeah.
The
And
first
for now,
2 rounds mean pretty much nothing.
Glass just fully face plants a wall there. That's painful.
Yeah.
I did realize by misspeaking in the middle of that round that I wish Snow was by far the best player on Slowdown so that we could call it Snowdown consistently.
Great, love that. Is there a GB equivalent to US Girl Scout cookies? No. There is no door-to-door sales of cookies here at all.
That's kind of, honestly, it's a whole weird thing. That's wild.
You can get some Tesco cookies.
Tesco Meal Deal is the British equivalent of Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly. Panda comes home first once again. It's a very brilliant time.
It's a 56-6. They are genuinely here to play, and we should give them more respect.
Oh no, I couldn't see.
He's fragile.
Yeah,
I know.
It's from yeah. I thought I couldn't even see if he was fragile or not. I'm not gonna lie. The VMix call feed is a little shaky for me at the moment.
I just read those messages in chat and realized that what was happening is I think there was a threat to send Girl Scouts around to our house with cookies, and I think given how far out in the middle of nowhere I live at the moment, that would have terrified me.
Yeah, I don't think the flight from the US is worth it, guys. I'm not sure anybody is willing to pay that price. Not only are you having to get the cookies over here, you're having to get the Girl Scouts over here, and I think that's the more difficult part. I'm gonna be honest. Panda and Complex.
I have always wanted to try a Thin Mint. You hear so much about them in media.
To be fair, they make them sound really good. They do. Despite the fact that they are dirt cheap cookies that they sell for a massive...
I assume they're just like after 8s or something, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I would assume. I think most of them are just random cookies that are like you could get from a store really cheap, but they just sell them for a lot of money.
Yeah, that makes sense. This
is going to be a really good time for Panda and Complex. Hold on just one second here. Panda and Complex. Oh man, Panda actually really bad final turn. It's a 56.7 from Complex, but it's only just a round win from ORKS GP Numelops. So we keep it close.
Yeah, and that would have been ORKS GP Numelops retaking the lead if Panda isn't slow through that final exit as well. BS+COMPETITION retain their lead instead, but are not yet on track point here on the first track. And BS+COMPETITION, they are in the lead, Twiggy. Their hopes of getting into, what, top 4, top 5? I honestly don't remember where they finish if they manage to ace this map. I just know it'd be crazy. I think they get 5th.
Acing gets them...
Yeah, it's gonna be 5th.
Over Schweineing? No, Schweineing stays above them, but ORKS goes below them, so they would get 5th, yes.
Yeah, so Schweineheim are also cheering on people here because they'd be looking at a 3rd place possibly, or a 4th place.
No, Schweineheim stay where they are no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. They're in the 4th, 5th match. They are in the 4th, 5th match no matter what. There is some weird stuff
going on, but they are 4th or 5th no matter what. They can't drop to 6th. But yes, BS+COMPETITION can overtake ORKS, but ORKS would go below Schweineheim Racing. That is how that would work. Yes, exactly. Well done. Panda comes home first. Complex. Oh, Complex overtakes! Oh no, Glass! I was going to say he's a bit slow on that final turn. Oh, he equalised to 7-7. It just had to be a close game to finish things off, obviously. Even if, well, to be fair, both the teams are playing their hearts out because both of them want a 4-0 here, but still.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, hey, these teams are definitely still here to play. There is still, you know, potential for the postseason on the line in terms of how things go for these players. And I mean, you still want to be showing off how good you can drive. With all that said, Snow is now 2.5 to 3 seconds behind the rest of the field. We'll see how he does go through the back half of it. I'm going to be surprised if we do get the ace to finish things out here immediately, but it's possible with Panda and Complex taking on Glass up the front, and that is Panda gaining an awful lot quicker through the bobsleigh, and then they both set up wider than Glass did.
Complex and Panda out in a 1-2 position now. Glass is down by about a 10th on that one. It's going to take some good work here on the identity to overtake, especially how Panda and Complex have looked, although Panda takes a little flight, and actually Glass overtakes Complex. Can Complex keep it clean and stay ahead? Glass, he doesn't quite have enough speed. Complex takes home first position. Panda isn't quite fast enough to overtake based off of that mistake he made earlier, but it does move them to 9 points.
Yep, close round, and I mean, hey, this could be overtime. I mean, how long can we make this match last? How long can we make the entire Trackmania Challenger League regular season last, Twiggy? That's a question these players could answer for us, right?
Hey,
overtime in every game.
Regionals? What's that? What is that? Who?
Yeah, I mean, what? Like, Kem, you'll be fine,
Who?
right? Kem, you'll be totally A-okay
What is
admitting
an
this match.
NCSA regional? I don't know. I've never heard of it in my life. Complex makes an early mistake once again, and maybe BS Plus Competition are on the home stretch to take this map away off of the back of ORKS not quite managing to get an ace last round.
Oh, I miss all my channel points. This is going to be potentially the ace for BS Plus Competition, and they are in prime position to win this map slightly against the run of play with Numelops sitting on 9. Glass and Snow, they just need to not make the mistake through this identity at the moment. Panda not going to try and take the riskier line to try and claw something back, but he may be able to claw this back against Snow anyway. He has a bit more speed, he's a little bit slower, he's fast over the last hill, but cannot catch. And it will be an ace, and it will be BS Plus Competition taking map 1 against ORKS GP Numelops. They will take Slowdown and potentially look to push Numelops into 6th place at the end of the regular season.
I apologize in advance, but that map may not have been back and forth, but it was definitely back and forth. That was absolutely beautiful from both teams involved, although actually beautiful is an interesting word to use for that, because I don't think there was a round where somebody didn't crash, but either way it was a beautiful, it was at least a beautiful storyline. Now we just have to wait and see, because obviously ORKS GP Numelops cannot get that 4-0 that they need to overtake Ominosun. So Ominosun are now locked into 3rd position. Well done. Congratulations, Ominosun. You have guaranteed yourself an easier matchup. Well, theoretically easier matchup in your first game of the playoffs. Now it is all to play. Can BS Plus Competition get a 4-0 here and overtake and go into 5th place?
Yeah, exactly. There is still a little bit of spice that can happen. It is still not 100% set in stone, but the top 3 are now locked in. Confirmed 100% that is where they will finish. Well, and that's a little bit of a slide out from Complex. So I'm going to say, well, okay, I was going to say I think it's confirmed he's going to finish 4th in this round. And then Glass decided to prove me wrong before I could even finish my sentence.
Well, yeah, look, we can't let you get away with being right. More often.
No, that'd be ridiculous.
It'd be absolutely ridiculous. Well, Snow is in 1st place. He may be able to mitigate the damage that Glass has brought upon his team. The shame that Glass has brought upon his team. As Panda and Complex follow behind quite beautifully on Snow here. It's going to take quite a lot to take that back over. It's going to take a very quick entry into the identity, which always means that you have a little bit more risk heading in towards it. Snow almost doesn't get through the reactor there. But he does get it done. Oh, Panda, he clips his wheel. Oh, that's a lot of speed lost as well. And Complex, he bashes himself into a pole. It's not a massive amount of time lost, and it allows him to take a nicer inside line at the end there. But luckily, Glass is so far behind that he cannot capitalize off of the mistakes of Complex and Panda. It's a draw to start things off.
Well, I think settle in. All right, we're going to see the NCSA regional at some point, but I think we're still a while away from it. These teams are very, very evenly matched in back and forth as they were in Slowdown as well. They are squeezing the maximum number of rounds out with nobody making a very early mistake. It looks like a little bit of airtime, a few errors, but no massive ones. Complex is a ways behind. Complex made a big mistake, okay? I was lying, as it turns out. That's on me.
Yeah, again, you getting away with being correct, not allowed.
Be madness.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, well, madness? This is Sparta. Oh man, that's really old. Oh my god, I just made like a mid-2000s meme. Oh, I feel that left a bad taste.
That's like 5 years ago, mid-2000s? I'm pretty sure.
Back in my day, Glass clips a wheel on the entry to the identity, and that means he loses a lot of time. It is a Panda versus Snow show here, but Snow takes a little bit of an outside line and loses about a 10th to Panda as they move forward. Panda keeps it clean. Will he get through the triangle? Yes, indeed he will. He takes the 1st place. It's another draw.
Yeah. We'll just keep grinding them out. 10 full rounds to get to 10 points, and then overtime afterwards. How's that sound to you, Twiggy?
That sounds great. I love that.
I'll be honest.
Don't let the silence after my sentence fool you. I was being completely genuine.
Yeah, 100% sincere, as we are.
Like,
at
okay, so
all
here's
times.
the thing, right? The only things that matter now is a 4-0 or a 4-1 to BS Plus Competition. That is it. Those are the only things that change the standings in any meaningful way whatsoever. ORKS GP Numelops would move down to 6th position, BS Plus Competition would move up to 5th, and Shriner Aim Racing would move up to 4th, all at the same time. And those are the only scorelines that matter at this point in time. If it's a 4-2, if it's a 4-3, nothing.
Yeah.
And, yeah, another early mistake, yeah.
I was just giggling at Panda doing his best Panda impression and falling off the map in very unlikely ways. It just makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
He's finally living up to his name and doing odd things in weird places, and I'm delighted to finally see it.
Complex does overtake into the identity, but there comes Glass with a better line. BS+ Competition will look really nice through the identity so far today, but Complex sets himself up better for that final. Oh, Lord, that was close. Oh, that came down to half a tenth in the end as Complex bashes his back into the final checkpoint, but it's all good. Nothing wrong whatsoever. It's a round win for BS+ Competition to take that one away, and it was a good time as well.
Yep, looking quick up at the top. It has been, generally about 58.2s and managing to improve by near half a second on that round. BS+ Competition, as a result, they do manage to move forward. They are a point ahead of their competition at the moment, and well, yeah, it would still be pretty crazy if ORKS GP Numelops ended this regular season in 6th place, and they're only one map behind. They're only 1 point down in map 2 as well, but that is the position that they're currently sitting in. As things stand, that would be the direction that they're going.
Pretty sure they will have been in every position other than 7th and 8th if they finish 6th.
Yeah.
Well, except for 5th, I guess, because they would skip straight to it. But does it count if they go from one to the other? Because they were in 1st position by week 3.
They will have definitely seen the full spectrum while still staying in the playoff spots.
Yeah, well, Snow once again leads from Complex. Complex trying to keep up, and he did have a better lane. Oh, he does have this time through as well, but no, not enough whatsoever. It's half a tenth. Oh, Panda, it doesn't matter, you're in last anyway. And Glass manages to make it a round win for BS+ Competition. Another good time, 57.7.
Yeah, they keep grinding them out now and managing to just about stay in front of Complex and keep BS+ Competition moving away from their opponents in this one. ORKS GP Numelops now starting to look for an ace in the back half of this map to try and catch back up, but the early turns, this early one, has not been particularly kind to them. The ice wall as well has not helped them out all that much. Once again, Complex, his transition off of the grass, not looking the cleanest in the world. The plastic has most definitely not treated them well that time around.
No, but it is only 4/10 in the end. That can all be changed with a decent angle into the reactor. Oh, none of those can be changed. That is 2 very quick mistakes in a row. Complex decides not to go for the respawn. He's made it over the wall. It doesn't matter how low his speed is. He's just going to go for it at this point. Glass and Panda are the only 2 left standing in this round, and it is neck and neck as they head towards the identity. It's going to be close all the way to the end. Glass seems to have better lines through the identity, but this time he can't quite catch up to Panda. It's all going to come down to the last turn. It's a more inside line from Glass. He may just overtake. Not quite. 62 thousandths there between them. But it's a round win from ORKS GP Numelops, and a very, very important one at that.
Yeah, Glass really made that setup work for him that time around and needed to have any chance catching Panda, but Panda just being a little bit cleaner through the previous sections of the identity meant that he didn't need to set up as well for the final turn. And as a result, BS+ Competition, well, they lose a little bit of their lead, but they are still the first team to track point. And an ace would be very useful to them now and would be very useful for keeping this match moving towards the point where the most important things will happen.
Absolutely. Panda now leading from Snow as we start things off. Glass like sitting back in 4th position at the start of this map at the very least. We'll see if any more mistakes come through from the ice wall here. Doesn't look like it. Everybody's staying. Complex giving that bottom part a wide berth this time around. Usually, oh, ow, that's not a nice place to hit that. He's not going to make the jump. He's going to have to respawn, and that's going to set him back a long, long way. Yeah, look, 5 seconds and counting on that one, and that sets up ORKS GP Numelops to overtake BS+ Competition in this map. Panda in 1st place, leading from Snow, but he doesn't even make it past the pole. Complex, however, does overtake Snow and will take 1st position, and it will be a round win for ORKS GP Numelops, but they will have been wanting an ace out of that one probably.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely on, given Complex had the overtake on them, but hey, they entered the identity with a 1-3 and they exited with a 1-3, and just ignore everything that happened in the middle and you kind of, you still feel okay about it.
No harm done. It's fine. No whatsoever. They're not kicking themselves. It's fine. Well, now either team can win it with a round win. Obviously, a draw the only scenario in which we head towards another round in here. Oh, Panda, I thought he'd found a new new strat there to gain speed. Not quite, no. Just back and forth a little bit on back and forth, obviously. Panda out ahead of Glass now. leading from Snow, leading from Complex. Will they get through this unscathed? Oof, Complex gains back his confidence and goes for a very low line there this time around. It gains him about a tenth moving forward, but not enough to overtake Snow.
Yeah, will just about manage to do it at this point, but this will just then come down to entry into the backward section, and it is Snow who gets a lot more of that turnaround booster.
Ouch.
Glast is the first player to drop behind. Panda still trying to get away from Snow, and that should be it, potentially. Doesn't really matter if Snow can catch or not. Panda will cross the line with 57.8, looking good still. And Complex in third place guarantees that Numelops have the map back.
A couple of weeks ago, 57.8 would have blown our minds.
Would have absolutely would have been insane.
Would have been insane. Not anymore. No. We have an interesting way of in the past three. In the last three play days of the Challenger League has just gone. You know, we're just going to take records now. I guess it's all over. You know, in terms of getting yourself in the right place in the leaderboards. Now it is all about records, pretty much. But it's another good map, and it sends us further into our dilemma of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. Definitely, I mean, hey, it was smart of the Challenger League players, right? They waited until the regular season of Grand League was over, and they had a break, and they were like, right, well, we have 2 full days of matches, so let's set as many records as we can in the final week. It's just, they won't be able to take them back.
Honestly, logical.
And it's worked out for them. They have been very, very quick indeed. And that is, again, it's exciting because it's obviously Sprout and Dexter in particular have been absolutely monstrous, but in general the records have been spread across a lot of the different teams. There is a lot of very, very fast drivers in Challenger League at the moment. Yep,
well, ORKS GP NUMELOPS move themselves a bit closer. Fate isn't really in their hands anymore, but they at the very least can stop BS+COMPETITION from getting a 4-2, which is, you know, one way to stop that is by winning the series yourself. But yeah, they're going to want to get this one done so that they can stay in the 4-5, the 4 to 5 range there, for sure. But if ORKS GP NUMELOPS win another round, or sorry, win another map, I feel like we're going to be pretty much locked into one specific circumstance, unless BS+COMPETITION can start to bring things back in spectacular fashion like we have seen so many times this weekend. Oh, Complex has made love to a reset block.
Yeah, he's in a wall there. I mean, hey, it looks good on the outside of that turn. What are you going to do? Not occasionally pay a little visit? Do
we have that cat kiss emote? Like the one where it reaches up to the camera and does that?
I'm sure someone will figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's a draw to start things off once again, obviously. Guys, we want to finish this off so that NCSA can have their turn in the spotlight, but the players don't.
They keep drawing rounds. It's the least amount of points available in any round. It makes the whole match last longer.
Yeah.
And we keep doing it.
We're trapped here. There's nothing we can do about it. Actually, no, that's not true at all. We write the script. That is how it works. So we should be doing better.
I really should have been. I should have been showing up to those meetings.
God, I don't want to go to sleep at all. I want to stay here.
Yeah, I definitely don't have work in the morning or anything like that. I'm sure I'll be totally a-okay.
I am shattered today. I'm not gonna lie. I've already.
You did high intensity training.
Yeah,
that was foolish.
That was foolish. But I couldn't have done it on any other day. They were like, "This is the day. This is the time. You're doing this from 10 to 12 on a Sunday." And I was like, "I'm working from 4, but okay, that's fine. Sure, that's cool. Don't worry about it." Actually. Yeah. Next week things are even worse. We'll see. But either way, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, ORKS GP NUMELOPS looking to widen the gap to 3 points. They can keep this position. Oh, that's not a good way to... Oh, hold on. That was not a crash. I'm not sure what's happened to Panda there. Maybe some internet issues. That's unfortunate. You might see a bit of a pause after this round, but Complex does keep that first position. Either way, it's going to be a draw for this round.
Well, Glast was an unusual line through that final turn. He got very close to that inside wall and still ended up quite wide on the other side. Panda's vibrating. He'd just be wiggling. He'd just be wiggling. Hey yo, what that car doing?
Oh my God.
Look, he's gonna be back, I'm sure, soon. It says he's back on the leaderboard. We are in a quick pause, and I think we can all probably figure out why that pause has come about.
If you didn't think the series was going to go on long enough because of the rounds being so close, here's a pause for you.
One more pause. And it was a draw into the pause as well. Again, the minimum number of points.
If it wasn't.
That's true. And it's... Yeah.
It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Look, I'd have more sympathy for Neil in chat, who wants to play in the NCSA Regional and wanting to go to bed tonight. But, like, you know, it's what, like 6 hours behind there still? You got plenty of time. It's still like the middle of the day over there. Come on.
By the way. Hi, Neil.
Yeah, hi, Neil. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil F1. Yeah. It's one of those situations. People are going to look back at this VOD and be like, what were they smoking? What is going on?
It's 5 matches in one day, of which several have had very, very small implications for the standings. It happens.
Tiny implications for what's going on. But yeah, no, I mean, we're still, hey, we still could have a scenario where BS Plus Competition win this series out, either 4-1 or 4-0, and they get themselves higher up on those standings. It is still very possible. It's just, I think a lot of us wish that it wasn't a best of 7 right now. Panda and Complex lead.
Hear me out.
Okay,
can we, like, look, can we get the rule book changed just real quick?
Rock, paper,
and
scissors
whoever
to finish it off.
Well, I was going to say whoever wins this series is just the Challenger League winner. We just artificially massively raise the stakes.
Yeah, that would be massive. That would be amazing. Then the, guys, I get it. If BS Plus Competition can't win 4-0, you've got to have some sympathy for me, I feel like. That's the tiniest mistake I have made.
No.
In terms of, where did Panda go? Where did Panda
He's
go?
in the wall. It doesn't matter. We have to focus back on the one small mistake that you have made, Twiggy, at the end of 4 and 5, nearly 5 hours of talking. You fool. You absolute clown.
Oh my god, it's another draw, man. It's another draw.
It's another draw.
It's a nice time, by the way. It's a 1:11.0.
It is. It's a very, very good time. Is that a Challenger League record? Probably. No, it's like...
I think we've beaten that by... have we?
Like, by thousands, if anything. Like, that's an insane
No,
time.
wait, no, we were on a 1:11.1, weren't we?
I think we were on a 1:11 flat 0.4 or something.
We'll have to get somebody to fact check that one. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible,
that was the Challenger League record. We'll see if he makes a big error in this round. That'll let us know.
It's possible. That was the lowest energy possible Challenger League record we've ever had. I'm very sorry. My focus is slipping. We don't have any updated times in terms of the Challenger. Oh, get excited! It was a Challenger League record! Let's go! Oh my lord. Oh, Panda smashes into a checkpoint, and it means that he moves down into 4th position.
Yay! It's a crash, and it's maybe a Challenger League record as well. It's all so there and present and happening on my screen right now. And Complex is just going to whip himself into a wall, and that means maybe an ace on. And
love to a reset block.
Actually, no, potentially Twiggy. It was part of it. Was I think he found
wait, no,
the
reset block does go all the way around to that, doesn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, we might get 3 points scored total in the first round yet on Slippy Slides in this match.
We're out of draw jail. Amazing. Yes, it's all good. They get it through to the end. BS Plus Competition making our job slightly easier now.
Yay! It's BS Plus Competition. All right, here would be the next best storyline. Is BS Plus Competition ace every round between now and the end of the match?
It would indeed. It would indeed.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, it would be kind of crazy. And it would get them... yes, that would get them over.
Can this match change any standings? Yes, it can.
Yep.
Kind of.
Yes. BS Plus Competition, if they win 4-1 here, can move... Oh my lord, that's not looking likely anymore. Can move up into 5th position, which... move up into 5th position, which moves Finer Aim Racing up into 4th position, and simultaneously moves ORKS GP NUMELOPS down into 6th position. That is the only change we can have right now. That is it.
Yes. So as soon as ORKS GP NUMELOPS win...
winning every map from now on.
Exactly, and as soon as NUMELOPS win a single extra map, it's done. So the regular season is locked in. We have confirmed places.
We can change the map to gyroscope and battle it out on there instead.
Kem, you're admitting on this server, right? If the seedings are 100% locked in, can we just add gyroscope to them?
Silly season already?
Gyroscope. Can we just add gyroscope to the rest? Gyroscope, my favorite map.
Gyroscopic. I mean, it's like, you know, it's the it's not a tense of gyroscope, but it is a word related to it. Complex is gone. Snow is now in 1st place. Can Glass follow him up? I'm not sure exactly where he is behind, but it could definitely be an ace here. And it looks like it may just be BS Plus Competition are saving our lives out here. Glass leads Complex by 5/10. BS+ Competition moved to 9 points.
I'm choking up, man. I didn't think we were ever going to see 9 points on this map. But, like,
ever.
We got there.
Yeah, we'd have got to an hour later and it would have been, you know, 10 draws in a row.
That would have passed 9 points. I was thinking we'd get to like 7-7 and then one of the players disconnects and we have to pause for 20 minutes.
Pause, yeah. Oh, man. That would be hell. That's actually, that is what, that is the worst case scenario. That's the 7th player right there.
Yeah. And there is a seeding.
Getting poked with a trident and then that.
Yeah. It's all the same. Ooh, Complex finds the inside of that. Well, we've seen, and I will give credit to our players tonight, some very interesting crashes tonight.
I've got to think that there is some amount of, you know, like
fatigue.
Yeah, fatigue coming in for all of these players right now.
2 matches, like as much as we have been on a lot of broadcasts, the focus required for the players to play 2 matches
a little bit
harder.
harder.
It's tough, and both of these teams are not just playing their 2nd match of the weekend. This is their 2nd match of the night, which is genuinely incredibly difficult.
Please, Orks, not an ace back. Let's not do this right now. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm really happy that you're going to bring this one back, but at the same time, please just don't do it. Glass getting to 2nd place.
Happy for you.
I've never cheered for a team out of pure spite before, but here we are. No, it's an ace for ORKS GP Numelops. And it goes to 9-6. I'm happy for ORKS. I'm very happy for ORKS.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't gonna watch all that, but like, I'm happy for you or sorry that happened, I guess.
Here comes the 9-9. I'm sure it's going to happen. This is amazing. I mean, look, it's no matter what, it's been an amazing day of Trackmania, despite how, you know, low energy
it's been an amazing season of Trackmania as well. Like, we are at the end of the regular season. And I love a super week as well. You're absolutely right. Like, getting all of these deciders in close kind of proximity to each other. And there were some of these matches that ended up being less important than they could have been coming into the super week. But there was potential. There was so much potential there.
Yeah, there really was. Oh man, Complex again. I'm oh, Panda as well. Oh man, okay. Well, there you go. They heard us. They heard us. The Complex is down by 6 seconds, Panda down by half a second, and BS+ Competition only need 1 point in this round, so only 1 player getting through on this one should finish it out. I think we're going to be seeing... Oh, Panda, that makes things a little bit worse. ORKS GP Numelops. It's okay. We know you're sandbagging.
No, that just means that they're both going to fail this identity. I was in the middle of saying, we're just not going to get a finish for like 15 more seconds here. It's not over.
They really want an ace for ORKS GP Numelops.
One more chance to slide out. No, he's okay. Save!
Let's go!
Save!
Yeah, I love Snow. I love him. Okay, we're good.
He's crossed the line. He's gonna do it. BS+ Competition got the ace as well. It'll go into the books.
The whole of the NCSA region loving this. Us loving this. BS+ Competition loving this. If they win the next couple maps, they actually move themselves very significantly up the leaderboard.
Yeah, they're still on track for a 4-1, and that is important. And we definitely will. Like, if there is a legitimate chance that they're at 4-1, it's just that's still a long way away. Obviously, things do become a lot more serious all of a sudden. I mean, the map starts to get scary again. The issue I have is that what'll happen is it goes to 3-1, and then ORKS GP Numelops will immediately win the next map, and then we'll go to 7 maps anyway for some reason.
That would be fun. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Let's stop talking about like where everybody lands up. Let's talk about the first matchup in the playoffs. So if BS+ Competition get this done, they get a 4-1. Their first matchup goes from Omino Sun to Schweiner Aim Racing, which is, from what we've seen, a pretty significant, you know, difference in opponent that you're coming up against. So they definitely want that to happen. From what we've seen about Omino Sun, you don't want to be facing them in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And of course, it's worth talking at this point as well about what placement means in the playoffs, right? Why do you really want to...
Slow. Complex, what are you... I'm sorry, Complex.
It's so
having a really tough time, man.
It's, look, hey, it's tough out there. And Panda's internet is also still it's on the struggle bus as well. But why is it so important to try, even if you aren't convinced that you're a top 3 team, or even if you're not convinced this is a top 3 team somewhere, why is it still important to get through that first round of the playoffs in the lower bracket and not finish 5th, 6th? And the answer is, well, first of all, prize money. And secondly, there's World Tour points on the line as well, as we look towards the back half of the season, as we look towards things like the World Championship, to everything above that as well. How is that going to shape up? And I mean, yeah, every place you finish above 5th, above 6th, if you manage to break into the top 3 in that losers bracket final, all of these get you more points, get you more money, and it's all going to be significant. So BS Plus competition, hey, if they can move themselves up in 5th place and maybe give themselves an easier match and a chance to move into the top 4, that's a big deal.
You do get All-Stars qualification off top 4 as well.
That's also a good point, which is, I believe, are there World Tour points going at the All-Stars Championship as well? There are, yeah. So, I mean, it compounds pretty quickly there if you get top 4.
So getting top 4, really, really massive. So, yeah, I mean, that's all we can say until we know what direction this map is going in at the very least. BS Plus competition do win the first round off the back of a mistake from Panda on that final jump. They still have a long way to go. They still have 2 maps to win.
Yes. Yeah, no, there are significantly more moral people than me in chat who someone asked who was doing the observing, and I immediately took credit. And no, luckily there are some people who have actually pointed out who it is, and yeah, Deployer does good work. Good job, Deployer. Yeah, Deployer also made the background that I'm using right now, and got it to me in between matches on this stream.
I like how you noticed enough people in chat were getting bored of the regular. I saw that. Of the regular stadium background, that you were like, we need to change this.
It was more, look, Deployer had good ideas for a better background, and you know, I trust him. He's got that production stuff. He's got it on lock. He's got a mind for it. How somebody didn't hit a pole there, I don't know. Snow. Ooh, I thought he might hit some penalty snow there and lose a bit of time, but he feels at home in the snow. That was a very good round. It's another. That one slipped by. That was another good round from BS Plus competition, just like Slippy Slide slipped by last map. Oh, good one.
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I mean, like, we saw a couple of early mistakes on that round. I guess everyone just decided that we should park our cars together. Stares directly into the camera that nobody can see. You get it, parkour, park R. Yeah, no, it's there. All right, yeah, thank you. That one was a little bit more work than the usual level of pun that we go to here. So I think honestly,
production just said go to sleep. Like,
that's fair. I have to go and explain broadcasting to someone directly after this as well. I ain't done for the night. So you know what? That'll be. They are definitely. It's not my fault when they do not know what they're doing in a few days.
Yeah, that's fair. ORKS GP NUMELOPS want to overtake here and stop BS Plus competition from sending them down into 6th position. Looks like that may be on for the time being. They can get 1 point ahead if they get an ace here, but Snow's got very good speed moving towards the identity. Can he overtake just at least one player here? I thought Panda fell off, but he did not. Plus L plus ratio. Snow does overtake, however, and Panda does hit a pole, and there is that. It's going to be a draw this round from the looks of things, and BS Plus competition keep their 2-point lead.
That's a good round as well. 102.444 from Complex is pretty quick. Cone! Yes!
Cone, there it is!
Cone!
Oh my god!
Although, I'm not convinced I want extra luck to NUMELOPS right now. Again, nothing against them. I'm just like, hey, I could see BS Plus competition closing it out from here. Maybe the luck it'll bring is to the broadcast and we'll get out of here. But in the meantime, I am very excited anytime we do get to visit the Cone of Good Luck.
I am also. Oh no, there it is. There's the effect starting to set in. Glass, he hits the wall at the start of the map. It's every time immediate effect, and Complex suddenly isn't making mistakes at the start of the map. It's happening. That's the cone of luck right there.
Cone is just, it's too powerful. It is it's an almighty god, and
we bow down.
You have to respect it.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
We pray to the cone of luck in this household. But Snow moves up into 1st position, and Glass isn't so far behind that this is not a terrible position to be in. Complex and Panda make up a little bit of time there. Can Snow keep it up on the dirt turn? Complex can't. I'm not sure he's even going to make that jump. He might have to respawn, which means Glass overtakes at the very least. Snow keeps 1st position. Panda chasing close behind. Can he catch up? Can Snow stop himself from hitting a sign? Yes, he can. He gets through. Panda gets through as well, but it's going to be a round win for BS Plus competition, barring any mistakes from Glass. There are.
All right.
There we go.
Cone is the Cone has visited us.
Yeah,
on the broadcast.
The Cone has not worked for ORKS.
Yep. I'm going to be very and I just want to point out that I'm going to be very disappointed if we do not have any potentially bonkable cones in the next map pack.
That's a good. Somebody needs to put one in.
Yeah, just
Please.
like, hey guys, there's still a couple of weeks left. I'm sure, you know, they're getting finalized right now. But like, if
Look.
you still have time to add a bit of scenery,
yeah.
I
The
need a
thing is,
cone.
on the regional map, there are trees there instead of the cone. And
That's true.
yeah, so like, I have noticed, like, I have learned to appreciate the fact that it was a cone. I thought, oh wow, 2 mistakes on that turn. I thought when we did regionals and then we came onto this one, I was like, oh, I missed the trees. Nah, the cone is amazing. Cone is almighty. I love it. Panda is
Cone
gone.
is just so fun.
Oh no, he is.
Panda,
Sorry, it was just
well, no,
inside. I mean, complex. Oh no. Oh, it's ace of all position.
Panda was what? Panda was what?
No, I'm not
Panda
doing your
was what?
thing. I'm not doing your thing. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna stop before I say the words like you do, without even thinking. Snow and Glass now looking to close out the map and bring themselves one map closer. Oh my God, Snow! He does touch the pole, but he may just manage to stay out ahead. Oh, that's an awkward
He
landing.
might not.
Oh,
Oh, he's okay. He's
It's
okay.
fine,
Complex
it's
had
fine.
made
Well,
another
there we go.
mistake, and Panda's
okay,
just bonking
time to
his
get
head into the
excited
walls.
because it could be all over, and it could be BS Plus competition sending ORKS GP Numelops into
Ooh.
6th seed.
I think coming in today, I would not have thought ORKS GP
Yeah.
Numelops had any chance of dropping down to 6th. The fact that we are in this position where ORKS GP Numelops could be in 6th place, could have to play Amino Sun in the first match of the playoffs, and that will be the literal first match of the playoffs next weekend.
Yeah.
Things are about to get very, very tough for them. It is time to focus up. For as long as this season has been, for as long as this day has been, it is time for ORKS GP Numelops to get it done and get it done on the next map. It's do or die time, and it's you'd really rather do than die in this situation.
I think most people would rather do than die, I'm not going to lie. Agility Dash now is one of those maps where it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a chore to make sure that you get this one cleanly. There are not many teams that we have had go completely cleanly through this at this point. Like, Sprout are clean through this. I struggle to think of another team that gets through the identity cleanly here. Consistently, I mean.
Yeah. You know,
Amino Sun looked good. Apart from
yes, but they looked good on every map
Yeah.
against Sprout yesterday, pretty much.
that. Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. And of course, we had to potentially end things out with the longest map in the pool. As immediately Complex has dropped back by 1.5 seconds. Not sure if he's feeling a bit tired. Oh, Panda as well on the dirt turn. That's a weird place to lose time, and that's gonna... Oh, yeah, it's gonna mean his car is gonna flip. He wasn't making that. And oh my lord, Glass and Snow have moved so far ahead already.
Yeah, they will be out to lead. This is exactly
Oh my
what they
God,
need.
what is going
Both
on?
of them! Did someone replace the plastic with ice? What's happened? What is going
What's
on?
going on? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
What the hell?
I just got
That's an
audibly told to
important
stop my
moment.
production.
That's an exciting moment, Twiggy. We're getting excited, not
No,
me.
it's not an
all
exciting
right?
moment. That's a clown moment. Everybody
Alright.
made a mistake. Everybody
Yeah,
crashed,
but, like,
not just made a mistake.
Sure. I'll crash you in a second if you're not careful.
Whoa, okay, calm down.
You're getting...
Right. Snow is now out ahead. Complex right behind. Can anybody keep it clean through to the very end? I am not sure. I'm not sure I like the way you talk to me.
It's been a long day.
No,
and apparently-
Complex,
Oh,
no, it's gonna be an ace. No way, dude. No way.
How is this
How is
still
that
an
round
ace?
an ace? How? How?
I'm losing it.
Oh, 132 is record breaking.
Sarcastic, nice times. Yeah, no, that seems fair.
It does seem fair. Those were some weird mistakes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah.
But look, hey, ORKS GP Numelops have opened the door now for BS Plus competition just to close things.
Deployer, Deployer chat.
Sick.
You're showing it. Deployer, it's there.
Deployer, get rid of the chat.
You were not.
Get rid of it.
People will know that Panda is tired.
Quick, stop.
Disaster.
Stop. We are a bit
strats.
tired, XD. Honestly, can we start to make that a meme from now on? We are a bit tired, XD. Every time somebody makes a mistake, please. Please.
I'll do that on broadcast, I'll tell you. I'm a
We
bit
are a
tired,
bit
XD.
tired, XD. Well, if they're tired, who would know? They're leading 1 and 2 right now.
It's true. It's true. They are in the lead at the moment. And, well, no, they aren't anymore. There goes Snow through the snowy section of the map. And he will touch Snow. It's not as effective as touching grass from what I've heard, but it's pretty effective for Snow in this round as he goes flying past Panda as well. Straight back into a lead. And things are working out right now for the team in blue. Although Glass is still a long way back.
He is still indeed a long way back. But that could all be equalized by by the identity at the end here. Complex and Panda trying to catch up to Snow at this point. Glass is gaining time just slightly, not significantly enough that it may affect things at the end, but I mean, we've seen what can happen to Complex and Panda through the end here. Panda takes a bit of a wide line, he's going to slow down, but Complex, he's overtaken Snow. Can he get through to the end cleanly? It's either, one way or the other for Complex. Either he crashes or, Panda has crashed. It's a draw.
Yeah, it's a draw in one way or the other. Complex is going to get you. Boo. Hello, everyone. It's us. Our faces horrible. We look a bit tired, probably, I think, at this point as well. But we are getting close to the end of this. And while that is a draw, that does mean the BS Plus competition retain a 3-point lead.
We are a
Twiggy.
bit tired, XD.
Honestly, that's incredibly toxic of chat to say about us.
Yeah,
you can't just say that we look tired.
They took one look at us and went, we are a bit tired, XD.
Yeah, that's kind of hurtful.
How can you say that about my appearance? I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, and you're saying I'm
definitely not in the best shape
Complex
I've ever been
isn't in the best shape either. This is one of the matches of all time, it really is.
This is one of the broadcasts of all time.
We started off strong, I'm not going to lie. We were on fire for the first 2 minutes, but yeah, things have fallen apart since. Oh, man. Panda.
What?
No, ahead. No, yeah.
Yeah, he's winning.
Yeah, he's winning. Great, thank you for the information as we move forward here. Oh, God. Snow and Glass.
I'm being very helpful.
Yeah, you really are. You really are. Snow right on his tail, Glass right behind as well. Only half a second. Complex not really in the picture for the time being. Oh, no, Snow. That's a little bit of time lost as well, and it sets him back just to the same point as his teammate. Panda now half a second ahead of both of his competition. Not anymore. We cannot have a mistakeless round. And now it's an aceable position for BS Plus competition once again. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, no, he's just taking a different line. Hold on. I'm losing my mind.
It's a potential ace for BS Plus competition. They are on pace for it. It will not be an ace for BS Plus competition if Panda has anything to do with it. He has Snow as well. He draws the round. Panda, you absolute madman.
And then we drop back 7 seconds to Complex, smacking his car.
Do you know what? I do want to actually talk, Twiggy, about how tired these players probably are getting.
Yeah, exactly. Genuinely they are.
But I want to look ahead to the grand finals of this competition, which is a best of 3 of best of 7s.
Oh boy, yeah, that'll be fun.
With the upper bracket team getting, a 1 series advantage. It is essentially functions as a bracket reset.
Yeah.
But it does mean that we could get 2 best of 7s in a row. If you come from the lower bracket, you will have to play
best of 21.
You'll have to play 3 best of 7s over the course of the day in order to win. Yeah. If you make it through from the previous match in the lower bracket, it will be 4 best of 7s in order to win the day.
Unprecedented scenes here. Whoever's casting that is going to hate their lives. Although, to be fair, it'll make up one day. It'll be fine. It'll be the same as
but it's also just like in terms of the players, like that is something you would need to be mentally prepared for. Panda, it's into a wall. He's in a wall,
Complex,
and
Complex
is
going?
The most wicked entry onto the red booster that we have ever seen.
They are a bit tired next day. Glass and Snow take first and second. And it's looking like it may just be another ace to put them through. To put them through to the track point here, and all they'd need from that position is a round win. Can they keep it clean through to the very end? It's looking somewhat unlikely, I'm not going to lie to you. Panda is hot on their tails, ready to pounce on a mistake at this point. Glass and Snow moving forward to the identity now. Can they get it all done right here, right now? It would be a lovely position to be in, going 8-2 up in the position that would send ORKS GP NUMELOPS down into 6th position. Panda tries his best to catch up. He doesn't make it work. It's an ace for BS Plus competition. And it's 8-2 now, and it may just all be over.
What a crazy end to the regular season, though, as well. BS Plus competition, they had one win coming into the final day. They may end up in 5th place and send ORKS GP NUMELOPS down into 6th place. After ORKS GP NUMELOPS came into the day with 3 wins, you know? They were sitting on 3 and 2. They were looking like one of the top teams in the competition. They're going to end the day 3 and 4 and in 6th place is what it looks like right now.
You can't write it. You really can't. Script writers sued for unrealistic, you know, unrealistic.
This is what we get for locking them permanently in the basement. They just come up with insane nonsense permanently.
Well, and the same thing over and over again. Reverse sweeps all over the place. I don't know, man. No, they're not doing their job properly.
Twiggy, did you remember to feed the script writers last week?
I thought that was your job.
Oh, I think I figured out what's going on today. That's, yeah, no, our bad, chat. That's on us.
Our bad. Well, Panda and Complex now out ahead of Snow and Glass, maybe looking to come back into this one in the nick of time. We'll see if they can do that. It's going to be a very difficult situation to be sure, because Snow is catching up. And all of the, I mean, there's so many rounds that they have to get aces in right now just to get themselves back into this game. And just to get themselves back in the series. Snow overtakes, and Complex, he's had a bad exit off of that turn. Glass may even overtake as well here. All BS Plus competition need are 2 points in this round, or 2 draws. Snow, he stays ahead of Complex, but Glass can't quite catch up. Oh, there goes Complex into the Shadow Realm! And it's a draw, and it sends BS Plus competition not only 1 point closer, but ORKS GP NUMELOPS don't close the gap.
Oh, that's tough. That is very tough. It's a great time from Panda up at the top. I mean, hey, even if they are a little bit tired, Panda has been setting...
Not only does Complex is a bit tired, he now has a concussion.
He's going to want a little lie down, but be careful you don't let him go to sleep, because that's just good medical advice, chat, alright?
Yeah,
if you think they have a concussion, don't let them go to sleep, alright? Genuinely, seriously, just good medical advice. In this round, ORKS GP NUMELOPS will need to overcome that concussion and get an ace, because that is it. That is all they can do, or they drop into 6th place. It is all on the line. It is do or die. It is time to put up or shut up. And right now, they are putting up. They have a lead. They are out by about 3/10 in front of BS Plus competition. And ORKS GP NUMELOPS, they need to try and hold this all the way to the end.
Nua, have you ever heard of a concept called overtired? This may be what ORKS GP NUMELOPS are entering.
They have unlocked 100% of their brain.
Exactly, they are overtired. They've let autopilot take control, and maybe it will be an ace for them to bring things back. Maybe it will be 2 aces to bring it back to 9-9. Panda touches a lamppost. It might not be happening this time around. He falls back into 4th position. This would be terrible for ORKS GP NUMELOPS if it comes down to this. Complex is in 1st position still, but it might just be over. If Glass and Snow keep it clean through to the very end, we could be looking at the end of the regular season right here, right now. We could be looking at ORKS GP NUMELOPS going down into 6th place. Panda still has to overtake. Oh, that's just salt in the wounds. It's a win for Snow and Glass. They move to 11-4, and it's all over. Oh my lord.
The Trackmania Challenger League regular season comes to an end with BS Plus competition with a bit of an upset over ORKS GP NUMELOPS at the end. Both teams playing 2 matches on the final day, and BS Plus competition, they're peaking coming into playoffs. They win both of their matches on this final day, Twiggy. They move into 5th place. They will be taking on Schwein Aim Racing, and it's going to be Omino Sun versus the other team that was in this match.
ORKS GP NUMELOPS. Oh my god, your brain is gone. Wow, that is amazing. Well, I'm sure you guys are getting some entertainment out of it at the very least, but that's probably, you know what, that's the first embarrassing kind of forgetfulness that Nua has made over the course of the whole... I've done like 5 of those over the course of the whole season. That's the first time he's done it, so there you go. I'm more used to being tired and casting than he is.
Oh dear. It's going to be a great first day of the playoffs, really kicking off next week as well. Sprout versus Alternate Attacks in the upper bracket. Both of them 6-1 over the course of the season. The only team to beat Sprout was Alternate Attacks in the first week, but it is going to be a very different look for both of those teams in the rematch.
It is indeed. You know what? It's been an amazing regular season. It's been an amazing Super Weekend as well. I have been so happy to watch all of this unfold because, you know what? We couldn't have asked for a better setup into the Super Weekend. We couldn't have asked for a better setup into the final day. Yes, those last 2 games, there wasn't a lot of storylines that could have happened, but one of them did. And here we are.
It's still game off.
It's still game off. So, you know what? It was exciting through to the very end. We should make way for the NCSA regionals now.